I know, but like I said, I'll be if it is poison, I'll be okay. Are you four gonna be okay?
Yeah, you should be good, because aren't you like immune to poison or something?
Resistant.
Yanti,
Yeah, like,
yep,
I can't remember if they're resistant or immune. Probably
heavily
just
resistant.
Yeah,
But so
that's
They're
that's
resistant,
going to
so
be
half
awesome
damage.
for you.
No. Like I'm resistant to not just that, but I'm resistant to getting poisoned in the first place. Like,
Yeah,
I have advantage on rolls against it.
yeah, Yanti are great against poison.
That's because you be snake. Anyways.
I'm a snake. I'm a snake. I'm a sneaky,
I'm a
sneaky.
snake. Anyways, focusing, guys.
Anyways. Anyways.
And then
Okay.
So what do we need to do, Rose?
If you would enter the portal, you will go to your destination on the right.
I don't see why not. She's teleported us plenty of places and never freaking teleported us outside of the freaking regular plane.
So, everybody, before we walk through this portal, please make sure your trays are in the upright position, your seatbelts are tucked in, and remember, put on your mask before you help the others beside you first. It's for your safety.
Yes.
And after that, place your head firmly between your knees and kiss your ass goodbye.
Different movie, but I like where you're going with this, Arson.
I've had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
Alright, so as you walk through the portal and arrive at the new place, yes,
Picks up
the air, the air is thick with humidity and an acrid smell of mildew. Spores hang visibly in the air, and the trees grow, well, bushes, grow
at
unnatural angles. A shallow mist glows faintly purple, especially near the pulsing flower clusters, and the ground is uneven as well as muddy as water seeps through twisted roots and making travel difficult. This is a difficult terrain, though I'm not going to enforce the difficult terrain. It's
don't trip.
What's the point of it being difficult terrain? Anyways, we can now go to the Albert Rodeo. If you don't want it to be a difficult terrain, just describe it as muddy and it doesn't actually do anything because slowing us down could, reasons.
On a map this big, trust me.
She went big.
Right. I did. I really did. So the flowers that you see once I get to my fauna in clusters all around you are these wonderful things.
The weird purple things in the background.
Yes.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so if we're there and we're doing that and we're doing the thing, we are not in combat and where there's no enemies near us.
Let me double check.
Oh, this is definitely a rotten decay dungeon.
Exactly.
Astuli can see this, and this.
With my goggles.
Oh yes, how much vision do you have with your goggles?
60 feet.
60. But I didn't get goggles because I forgot to.
Okay.
Wait. Am I the only one with? Wait, I'm the only one with dark vision.
No.
Nope.
It's just
me and Victor are the only two that didn't. Now I'm the only one that doesn't have dark vision now.
Other than the dragons.
Yeah, I was about to say. I know you don't, but you got goggles, yeah.
I just spent 100 gold pieces on my goggles.
So yes, you can see something over here.
I should have gotten
goggles. 2 things down here.
Yes, you should have.
I will say.
I'm gonna quietly whisper. There are things out there.
So, Gosmo just gonna put a hand on what was his name? What's your character name again? Kai.
Kai.
For me, yeah.
So he's gonna put a hand on Kai's shoulder and goes, "Would you like me to put a light spell on you?"
Do you want me lit up and glowing?
Yes, if you want that.
I guess it'll get things drawn to me. That works. Light up my armor.
All right.
Light him up like a Christmas tree. Let's go.
Actually, maybe not my armor. Light up something I can sheath.
As Gosmo puts a hand onto his shield.
I use a long sword or shield or whatever. One of those is better, yeah.
All right, and he's going to cast light on his shield. That light's going to last for at least 1 hour.
I forgot to update my sheet from the store, Rose.
Bravo.
Because we bought stuff, right?
Yes. That one, and should be... Where is it? I can't give the actual send. Downloads. There we go. That one and that one. So these are what you can see in a better version of seeing it. They don't seem to be able to see you at this current moment.
What do your elf eyes see? Oh wait, you're not an elf.
1, 2, 3.
I don't think we have an elf in this particular
4,
campaign.
No, we do not.
5.
No,
6.
I don't think we do.
Unless I'm mistaken on Gosmo, no.
No, Gosmo's not an elf.
There you go. No.
You're not elvish parsley?
Nope.
No, we don't have a single elf in this party.
Nope. As well, a few times I've not played an elf.
The party doesn't have... Rose has a campaign without a single elf in it outside of the NPCs.
Yep.
All of the NPCs are elves or fairies, but everyone else is...
And dragons!
That's true.
Yes.
I guess that's true.
Alright.
Rosie, I decided to do that action for my for one random round of non-combat orientated under my stealth roll.
He's sneaking.
I'm trying to see
Victor,
who this thing's closer to us. So
yeah, I'm just saying, Victor, I wouldn't hide amongst these flowers unless you want to test if they're poison.
You can't see them.
I'm just saying.
Saying in your general direction that
she noticed you disappeared and said, I wouldn't hide amongst these flowers. They're probably not healthy.
Probably not, but people yelling that out is going to attract attention, which is why Victor's just moving along.
Shaking his head.
Yep, while he's stealthily walking.
By non-combat action, I'm going to touch myself.
So,
good idea.
Gosmo's going to walk over to one of the plants, kind of crouch down, and use Druidcraft to see if these withering plants will bloom or stay withered.
And because it...
High or low?
Is that what?
High or low?
Low.
Alright, so do bloom, but they don't last very long. So much like the light in the Shadow Temple, they'll last for about 2 rounds, and then they wither again.
Using that as an ideal, he casts produce...
Con save, Victor.
He casts produce flames in his hands and see if they feed off this fire or not. A little test, because if they do, well, we know what to expect.
Okay.
If they do, then we know not to do that.
Exactly.
Okay, say it one more time.
He casts produce flames and
seeing if they react to fire.
Yes.
Yes, they do. Give me a Constitution save there, Dash. Also, Victor, you take 4 damage, and for the next minute, you are poisoned.
Fair enough.
being poisoned gives you that whole disadvantage on most things.
Yep.
And Dash, you pass it. So you're not poisoned and don't take damage.
Must be a low DC.
Yeah, but standing back up and dusting his hand off, he looks towards Arson and goes, "Now, please make sure your wild magic doesn't cause firestorms to go through, cuz we are gunners if that happens." Well.
Again for the class, so Dash doesn't have to do it. I can't control it!
Exactly.
That's
I rolled a 10 though.
That's not gonna stop him from giving giving Arson shit.
I can auto pass 3 dexterity saves now, so I'm slightly safer.
Nice. But no, so after saying that, Gosmo realized that Victor's gone and goes, "Well, one member's already on the move, so guess we should as well." Is there anywhere around here that looks remotely like a area that we want to head towards?
Hold on, I need to make that so people can see that.
Yeah, because
that's not what I wanted.
Because I don't think we.
So did I trigger? Oh, I was asking Rose if I triggered a surge.
Did you roll?
10.
I don't see it. Where did you roll it?
Roll what?
In the rolls channel.
Oh, I see. Okay. No, you're good.
Alright.
If that would have caused another surge, I don't think Arson would have been walking out of here okay. I'm just saying.
They're 35 feet from you, Victor, and what you see is what you see.
Do my next action.
Yes, you can move. I just said that.
I didn't hear you say that. That's why I was asking.
Yes.
1,
Stop
2,
drawing on the map there, hon.
3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. With 60 feet further, what do I see?
What do you see on the map?
But I'm saying I get 60 feet of vision. 5, 10, 15. I only see about 17 feet in front of me right now.
60, roughly. Because that's a little bit off. You see 60 feet in front of you.
That is
a 60 foot.
That's 5.
No, that's not.
Yeah. Yes,
5?
it is. Each square
is 5.
is
not. 5, 10,
square
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, right. 60.
So, first square, right here. Where, you see where Victor is? 60, 60?
10.
5, 10. Here, I'll do it this way. 5, 10, 15.
15.
And 20. I can't see past this point.
This is 20.
I can't see what's here.
Oh, I think I know. Rose, can you make me jam for a second?
Give me 1 second.
That's what I was just bringing that up.
Yeah. I understand what you mean.
Yep. I know what Rose is thinking, but the map isn't going the way
Rose can see the whole map, so
yeah.
I think I can edit your vision sight.
I was about to say, I can see 60 feet in front of you. Can you not?
He should be able to. It says that he has 60.
That is
right, but right now
I see the vision. I see the vision circle changing out there, but
yeah,
it's not showing on my end of Owlbear.
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought. Yeah, it's not showing for him.
Yeah, it's weird.
Which is weird because it's showing for everyone else.
To refresh.
Here, can you see past that with me over here?
I'm just doing a refresh right now, see if anything changes.
Okay, I don't have enough.
Now it has changed.
Okay.
Now it's changed. You see it? Okay.
Yeah, I see it now.
Okay. We have solved the issue.
Albert does require being refreshing a lot. I will admit that.
Track movement is off.
Remember, I don't have any sort of light. Well, I do have a light now. It's my shield.
Yes.
So I guess you could give me light.
How far can you see?
With a torch, it is 15. It is 20, 15, 20.
I was gonna say with the light spell itself that is on his shield, it's about 20 feet out, and then followed by another 20 feet of dim light.
So I'll do that.
Where do you?
There you go.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I got dark vision, so I'm good.
Yeah, I'm currently the only one that doesn't now. Only because I forgot about the goggles until Tiger mentioned them, and I'm like, oh, I spent my money.
You were the one who told me to buy
I'm
these
the one
too.
I'm the one that told him to get them, and he's like, yeah,
Someone might have.
Hindsight is 20/24.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Exactly.
So yeah, can you see now, Victor?
Yes, I can now see that.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave my character there for a moment because I'm trying to remember what I saw. But he's going to start moving back to the party, back to where you had him originally.
Oh, hold on. I have a way to fix that. Hold on. Stay there for 2 seconds.
One.
There you go.
2.
Now you can move back to the party.
Okay, perfect. And then Victor will pop up behind everybody, and he will tap Kai on the shoulder and reappear.
Okay. Hello.
2 dudes that way, just past a few of these plants that don't make me feel so good still for a bit here.
I'm gonna tap him and say, also 2 dudes that way, and pointing south.
They look ugly.
Oh, those weren't they like dogs or whatever down that way?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying if we activate with those 2, the dogs will probably jump on us.
And if we jump the dogs, those 2 will come at us.
So we're kind of skewered here.
Would you like to do this?
So, Gosmo is definitely gonna... You know what? I know Gosmo ain't no rogue, but I can still try stealth. So, let's see.
Tiptoe through the
tulip. I'm gonna roll my perception on this one because I know I will not be allowed to use my passive on this one because that's just too high.
Okay.
That's okay.
What are you trying to look for?
You said what?
Oh, I'm just trying to see where Gosmo went off to when he disappeared.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, Gosmo is going to start, like, walking closer towards those creatures.
Okay.
Which I'm guessing is...
South or to the right?
I'm going to say to the right over here.
Over here? Okay.
Yes.
Well, you can move.
So, he's going to move about over here, just kind of stand between these 2 weird shrubbery areas.
That is about 4 to 5 feet, just so you know. That's fine, you know.
I'm about to say, because
just so you know.
I'm about to say, because we're not in combat.
We're not currently in combat.
Yeah. That 30 feet only takes place once we're in combat. So I am keeping that in mind. Anyways, so once he's up to there, he can see them as undead creatures, or like, how does Gosmo perceive these? Because they look like either humanoids or undead humanoids.
The playing channel, you will see what they look like.
Okay, 1 second. Playing channel.
It's the first image.
Yeah, I see that. I'm talking about, like, are they considered as undead humanoid from what Gosmo can perceive, or is it just like humanoids who tends to the dead?
Do they look
humanoid.
they look gothic, but are they do they look undead? Do they look rotting in any way?
They look humanoid.
Okay, so as far as it goes, they're fresh meat. Gosmo is just going to like mimic towards his party, like come on, as he only sees 2 of them. So if he does this correctly, it shouldn't trigger these over here since they're too far to see anything that happens over here.
Okay, this is
Rose, I got a dirty 20 to move here and move with my stealth to there.
I wouldn't touch the tree.
Oh, yeah.
There.
I have a dumb question for the DM.
Uh-huh.
From now where I'm standing, because I have an idea where the one being is, can I see, is there enough of a clearance that I can actually see with my vision clearly with a bow and arrow?
Oh, wait, I don't want to do that. I'm not moving forward, Rose. I have a fucking glowing shield.
Yeah, you do.
I don't care about my dirty 20. I'm sitting there with a glowing beacon of Gondor.
Yeah, you are. Hold on. You have a... I'm going to give you an aura.
Crunch. I will move forward. There you go.
I need to get close to them to do anything serious because I'm a melee type of person, but...
There. That is your shield of light.
So basically, I could theoretically go here and not be noticed. Theoretically
speaking.
Okay, yes, you can see with your bow.
And then Arson has to go ruin it and step on a pine cone.
Wait.
Defog it so that you guys get to explore. It's actually not dark in here.
Did you crit on a stealth? Oh, you saying so? Oh.
No, I got a 6.
Nope.
I see that.
You know, those things do notice you.
Uh-oh.
So how do I use the thing to do... There we go.
Get the... if you've attracted attention, Tasha, bring them to me. Bring them to me!
So, with that being said, before combat would start, Gosmo would definitely cast a spell to the one that's closest to him, which is this guy right here. And because at this point, with the way Arson's moving about, they're going to get spotted anyways, so...
So, quickly roll me initiative.
Roll C in it.
Okay.
I will...
I gotta do a couple
roll
rolls
there
here
in
now.
it while I'm at it. So,
Man, I wish I had a weapon of warning. Does anyone have a weapon of warning?
No.
We're not allowed those.
Yeah.
Not in this game.
Somebody in one of her games has one.
I have one. Leona
You have one in the
one.
other one? Well, you have to remember that they changed that in the 2024 edition. It gives everyone in your party within 30 feet advantage on initiative.
Yep,
And
except that's not in this game.
Yeah, that would be very useful, though. It's useful in the other game, I mean, but...
Oh, yeah, no.
I want this.
That's why I got it, but, like... Yeah, no, it's not in this game, unfortunately.
So sad.
Okay, that is... That...
I'm sad because my initiative was an 8.
Mine's is a 7. Yours is better than mine's.
Okay, I'll ask you something in a second.
Which initiative are you using, Rose?
You guys are sucking.
The one with the 2 swords.
No. Why not the one that's called Sit?
Because I don't have experience with that one just yet.
I'll
do that next time.
with it either.
I do from the other one. Where is this other one? There they are.
I wonder if. I do have to do DC 15 Wisdom save.
Where is my initiative? There it is.
You can still just move 10 feet towards it and then attack, right?
Yeah, I get that, but I was looking at if I can make the thing. I'm just looking at the distances for my short bow.
Makes sense.
First.
Makes sense.
Okay, Gosimo, what was your initiative?
7.
Same as mine. But I think I end up going first because I have the higher dex.
That's correct.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think the new rules should change that rule. No.
There. I'm marking Gosimo as 6, so he just goes under Victor. That way, it's Victor then Gosimo. Arson, what was yours?
14. Nice,
Okay.
nice.
And Astuli, what was yours?
17.
Nice.
I feel left out. She didn't ask me mine.
No, because yours is already on the list. Still, you start off the initiative.
Oh, goody. Well, first things first.
Are these two aware of us?
Of these?
Are we initiating combat with things that know we're initiating combat? Is it a surprise round?
Currently a surprise round, yes.
Okay. That was what I was clarifying. Sorry to interrupt you, Ziz.
No, it's doing that. Everyone add 12 temp HP.
12 temp HP.
And then on the guy right in front of me, I am going to. What spell do I want to use? That's the thing.
Implode.
Right.
It makes their insides their outsides and their outsides their insides.
Look, if I wanted to use testicular torsion.
Monkey grabs Peach.
Twist. I'm just trying to decide if I want to go with an actual spell or if I want to save spell slots for the inevitable healing. Also, why did I used a long rest? Why are my hit points? Hang on. I'm sorry. I need to stop this for a second. I need to check my hit points.
Yep.
Launched in Avray, not on sheet.
Okay, weird that the sheet didn't update. Okay.
It does that from time to time.
Good. As long as I'm good. Like I said, I am wondering if I want to do a full ass spell. Alright, I think. Yeah, I think I know what I want to do. I want to cast Alright, sorry, I'm just on my thing, so I'm just on my phone, so it's a little...
No, that's good.
Forgot how to do a spell slot too.
Isn't it -SL space 2?
I can try that.
Rose, how do you use a second level spell slot?
Minus L2.
Minus L space 2.
Yep.
Oh,
Minus L space 2?
Yep.
Not SL?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not SL, sorry. I knew there was an
Gotcha,
L.
gotcha.
I couldn't remember if there was an S. It made sense. Spells, right?
Yep.
What the frick? Okay. I gotta put
Cast.
put that. Yeah, cast. That's right. My bad. Copy text.
And you can just do A Tasha minus L2 if it's easier. You don't need the full name.
I typed the whole full name. Why not? All right. They both have to say DC save 15.
Okay, give me 1 second.
I don't know about that spell. You know, Tasha's laugh isn't that bad.
Right.
Tasha out here like I'm offended.
No.
Tasha don't get offended easily. I jokingly compared her to Betamax from Big Hero 6.
Oh.
Hey, Tanya.
I made sure she knew I was completely joking, and it's not a bad comparison. Betamax is awesome.
Baymax was great.
Wisdom save 15 on these guys.
The 2 in front of me, yes. That's why I used spell slot 2 to get both of them.
That's okay. Every time someone mentions Tasha's cauldron, I'm like, what did my cauldron do?
What are you looking at my cauldron for?
Exactly.
One of them failed. What do they get from that? They get...
They're out of combat, basically.
Prone and incapacitated.
Okay.
Which one failed, Rose? The closer one or the further one? You could just add a condition marker to them if you have condition markers. Yeah, there.
Working on it. There you go.
Also,
those are not horrible to see, but you have to zoom in a little bit.
All right, cool. I got one of them, guys.
Okay. Also,
he's just giggling like an idiot now.
I was about to say I did hit him with a starry. I forgot what the spell was, but it should be having a glowing effect on him as well.
Oh yeah,
he's laughing that because how much he's glowing.
Yes. Starry Wisp, that's what it was. And he should have said,
it's like, oh my god, look at how I'm glowing, I'm glowing, I'm glowing, I'm glowing. I've had a glow up. Look, I need to get on Instagram now.
Okay. Well, glow pretty much just means that even if he tried to hide, he wouldn't be able to hide.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. And he should have took 12 radiant damage.
12k.
Yeah, by the way,
is there a save for that?
No. It's just if he takes the damage for that 14, because he hit at a 14.
Oh, that does not hit.
Okay.
Oh, it's not glowing. Rude.
I know, right?
No, not glowing.
But yeah, that was just Gossamo's just starting attack. Anyways, yeah.
But yeah, no. So he is definitely laughing like a maniac and can't do shit.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
That was a Stoolie. This is a surprise round, so it's Arson.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are you doing, Arson? Are you going to make an Arson yourself?
So I started blasting.
So he started blasting.
Yep.
Pew 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 pew. Are you going for the guy that's on the ground or the guy that's standing up, or one of the dogs?
The guy that's standing up, because if I go for buddy that's on the ground, I get disadvantage.
This is true. Bazorch and Zot. I'm guessing the first one is a miss and the second one is a hit, Rose? Because I believe a 14 hit earlier.
did not hit, and a 16 does not hit.
Okay.
What?
Wow.
I thought you said a 14 hit earlier. Okay.
No.
Maybe I was thinking of something else entirely.
That. Dash thought it did, and I said no, it didn't.
That is me. I go cry now.
After you.
No bonus action?
Nope.
It's me.
Yeah. Kai's up.
How do I want to do this? I'm going to go. Run. Because movement. He's prone.
Yeah, I have advantage on him.
I get advantage on him. I'm going to double check. I can never remember if I have a second attack. I don't think I do. Because I'm not high enough level fighter for that. So I will.
You're on deck, got somebody after that, but we're gonna take a break after Neil's turn. Because food's almost here.
Okay.
In theory. I think Tasha said his laughter makes them prone to be circle beat. Fair.
Attack, long sword, advantage. I don't think I need anything else.
Not a hit.
Yeah, right. I could make it a hit, but is it worth it? I will use a bonus action to get a second attack.
These things do, from what you can tell, these things have some heavy play on them. A half plate specifically, and a shield.
22.
That does hit.
Alright, it's a longsword and I have sap. He gets disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Okay.
Alright, and you have to, and according to Tasha's, you have to make a wisdom save again.
Give me a second to mark his health.
Yeah, he gets a wisdom save because I am attacking the guy, but I was getting advantage on him, so I figured if I was lucky, I could do that. And sadly, that advantage. No. Oh wait, should I have gotten advantage on that second attack? It's an offhand attack.
No,
because he's still
prone.
Go ahead and
crit fish. Go ahead and crit fish.
Oh, just say.
No, that's not better.
I didn't think so.
And now we're on break.
Yay!
I need to go fetch food.
I need to go get food.